In our Daily Fix today, it is one of the most contentious political battles any state has ever seen, with national repercussions for the labor movement and for both political parties. Tomorrow, Wisconsin voters are going to decide whether to recall the Republican governor, Scott Walker, who has made his reputation as an anti-union crusader. His challenger, Democratic mayor of Milwaukee, Tom Barrett, who lost to Walker only 2 years ago by 6 points. Republicans have vastly outspent Democrats in this race, and despite the high stakes, President Obama has been in the neighborhood, but pointedly flew over the state without campaigning there. Chris Alyssa is an MSNBC contributor and managing editor of postpolitics.com. Chris, that is the most obvious thing, the absence of the president and actually of Democratic National Committee money in a big way. How could he be going around the Midwest, going to Chicago for the weekend, and not stopping in Wisconsin? It tells you that they don't think they're going to win.
Well, yes, it does. I think broadly, Andrea, it tells you they don't think they're going to win, and they don't necessarily want to be associated with a loss in a swing state, I might add. This isn't California or Texas. This is a state that we expect both parties to spend heavily in the fall. They don't want President Obama associated too closely with it. You know, in his defense, I talked to lots of Democratic strategists over the weekend for a piece I wrote this morning about whether he should have gone in there. The vast majority of them said it wouldn't have made any difference, that this is the electorate is already so polarized that Democrats are voting for Barrett, Republicans are voting for Walker, and the undecideds are so small that President Obama probably wouldn't make a difference anyway. So I say that by means of context. I think there is always pressure on the president to make a visit in these high-profile statewide elections. Go back to early 2010. Remember, the president seemed like he kind of got cajoled into going to support Martha Coakley in Massachusetts against Scott Brown. We know how that turned out. My guess is that experience was formative. The president looked back and said, I kind of got strong-armed into that one. I'm not getting strong-armed into this one.
Well, one question comes to mind. If the President of the United States, the leader of his party, can't affect turnout, because this is going to be, with so few undecided, a turnout race, then one questions what his real role is. But here's